Hello, I want some cheers!
If a Jewish person is telling you, a non-Jew, that you're being anti-Semitic, you don't get to fucking argue with them about it.
I wouldn't really expect it from any Jewish person to tell me that I'm being anti-Semitic. Otherwise, what purpose would motherfuckers like you have left in this world? And if any weak-ass motherfuckers like you or any Jewish person was to tell me that I'm being anti-Semitic, I would tell them to go fuck themselves. Because I'm not anti-Semitic, nor have I ever been. Nor do I intend to be.
You don't get to tell them no.
Oh yes, I do. No! See?
You don't get to justify your dog shit position.
I would never try to justify any position or opinion I have to anyone like you.
Because you don't like what's going on over in Israel and in Gaza.
I don't give a fuck what's going on over there, and neither do you. People like you don't give a fuck about any of that shit unless it's trending.
Like, you don't get to do that.
Yes, I do.
The same reason that if a person of color tells me that I'm being prejudiced or that I'm espousing racist ideology, I don't get to fucking tell them no.
Well then, you're an absolute cowardice pussy who deserves the same amount of respect as the shit under my shoe. Why can't you speak for yourself? Oh yeah, it's because you're a fucking woke supremacist retard. Next!
This might be a controversial take, but I'm seeing a lot of queer white people posting shit like posting themselves being really happy and doing some random shit and being like, yeah, our joy is resistance.
So you're telling me that you have a certain amount of contention for people feeling joy. Why? As long as they're not doing harm to anyone else, I don't really care how a person defines how much joy they're feeling, whether it's out of queerness or whatever. And what on earth does a person's skin color have anything to do with it?
And like, in my opinion, white people's joy is not resistance. Like, queer or not, your joy is not resistance.
But that's only how you perceive it. If a queer person feels joy and they count it as some kind of resistance to something else, what the fuck's wrong with that? Who made you the arbiter or gatekeeper to what counts as joy or elation according to one's idiosyncrasies? Especially when it pertains to white people, and especially when motherfuckers like you tell people like me to stay in our own lanes culturally.
Matter of fact, your joy is what got us here in the first place.
What? Whose joy's got what people where in what place? I'm feeling a certain amount of ominous foreshadowing all of a sudden.
Like, your joy is why we're having to resist. And like, y'all putting yourselves and finding yourselves and like your own joy in front of everybody else is what got us here.
Their joy in front of everybody else? And that's what's got you there? Where? What the fuck are you talking about?
Like, literally, I'm seeing so many white people right now going on like organizer retreats and posting about their joy and how awesome it was. Honestly, I want to see more of y'all like sitting your ass at home and giving your money to black and brown people so they can do that shit.
My dear, I mean this with every ounce of sincerity I have in my whole being. Go fuck yourself. There is absolutely nothing stopping you. There's no reason why you cannot accumulate whatever amount of money or funds that it takes to take yourself on any kind of excursion. What a fucking loser.
I have a student in one of my classes that's homophobic, transphobic, sexist, purposefully misgenders me.
Don't worry about him. He's a dick.
So what? Who the hell are you to tell a child what they can and cannot believe in? If a child's opinion can be trusted as to whether or not they want to change gender, then why not their opinion of other things?
Back in September, I tried to get him moved to another class because it had just been an ongoing issue.
So, don't take what the child says seriously unless it affirms what you already believe in. But that doesn't work the other way around.
And not only was he rude and disrespectful, he was just like not trying and wouldn't take direction, would constantly argue with me.
So you're arguing with a child because you know better than that child. Unless that child fully believed that they were non-binary or something like that. The fact that you are arguing with that child at all suggests that you know what's best for that child. When in this day and age, in 2024, one of the common prevailing narratives is to not challenge a child, especially if they believe that they've been born in the wrong body. Sounds like the kid knows what he wants.
Was told that it's too late in the year, couldn't move him, he would lose the credit. Yet they transferred someone into my class this month who was only getting half the credit. So it's okay for that kid to get half the credit, but not okay to remove the kid that's harassing me.
The kid that's harassing you. All he's doing is hurting your fucking feelings. I'm not sure you're even a teacher, and if you are, by God, you're a shit teacher.
I went to the counselors today. I've been asking for a parent-teacher conference for months now. Hasn't happened. Counselors won't set it up. But when I mentioned the fact that he's misgendering me on purpose, I was told, well, some religions, they don't have to do that because some religions don't agree with that. So,
Ooh, no. Asking someone like her to respect someone's religious beliefs, that's just a bridge too far.
I don't know if this kid is religious. I don't think he is, but the counselor sure is. And she made it obvious without directly saying it that she doesn't agree with who I am or my existence. So that's fun.
Well, it seems to me that the child comes from a religious family. And if your ideology on what you believe in particular conflicts with his and his family's religious beliefs, then obviously they're going to want their child to steer clear of that. But I know you don't give a fuck about that. Here we have one child that you can't seem to indoctrinate, and that really pisses you off. Because it's obvious that you want that particular child to believe everything that you do, but you just can't afford him or anyone else that same courtesy.
And I hope she has the day she deserves. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I know what that means. You think that school counselor did the wrong thing. You think she did the wrong thing by respecting that boy's religious beliefs and his general beliefs and the religious beliefs of that child's family. Simply because it seems like you want to be more equal than others. You and people like you want special treatment. Now, if that child's being a dick, because I know that they can be, and they're getting enjoyment out of watching you squirm and suffer every single time that he misgenders you, then I don't think you're quite ready to be a teacher. You wouldn't last a single fucking goddamn day in the schools that I went to when I was younger. If you can't withstand getting your feelings hurt by a small child in one of your classrooms. I don't even know how to finish that fucking sentence. Just, you fucking bore me. Just go away.